All right, start out with this warm up. We're gonna start out laying down on our stomach. We're gonna lay down on our stomach. We're gonna have our hands to the side, and we want our palms facing the floor, so flat on the floor. We're gonna start out on your forehead like this, and we're gonna start out with some head nods. So we're gonna lift our head up just as high as we can, and then come back down nice and easy. We're gonna come back up, and back down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Let's do one more, up, and down. So now we're gonna come up, and we're gonna look over one shoulder, like you're trying to look at the ceiling over that shoulder. You're gonna come back to center, and then we're gonna look over the other shoulder. Back to center, and down. So up, look over one shoulder, back to center, other shoulder, back to center, and down, and up, look over one shoulder, back to center, other shoulder, back to center, back down, up, over one shoulder, back to center, other shoulder, back to center, and down. Last one, up, over one shoulder, back to center, other shoulder, back to center, and down. All right, so now we're gonna bring our arms underneath this, get our elbows underneath our shoulders here. We're gonna form this position here. It's called the Sphinx. Wanna make sure we tuck our shoulder blades into our pockets and we keep our chest puffed out. Don't want the shoulders creeping up while we're doing this. So we're gonna do our head nods again. So start by tucking the chin into the chest, and then look up at the ceiling, and then down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. One more, down, and up. And then we're gonna come to neutral, and we're gonna look over one shoulder, back to center, other shoulder, back to center. Look over one shoulder, and then the other. One shoulder, and the other. Going back and forth here, looking over at one shoulder, back to center, and the other. Last one, over one shoulder, back to center, and the other. Good, make sure you're keeping those shoulders down and back the whole time we're doing this. So now we're gonna do our Sphinx reaches. So it's really important to make sure that you keep those shoulders nice and strong. And we're gonna take one hand, we're gonna slide it along the ground as far as you can, and then you're gonna follow it with your eyes like you're doing a backstroke in the pool. We're gonna come back to that start position. And then hand pushes along the ground, follow it with your eyes, and back to center. As we're doing this, as you're coming around, following with your eyes, don't lean out to the side too much. Really try and keep yourself strong and stable, your shoulder over your elbow. Let's do a couple more. There's gonna be a little lean, but the intention is to try to keep that strong base. And back to center. Okay, let's do the other side. So along the floor, follow it with your eyes, trying to keep your shoulder over your elbow on the base side. Following it with your eyes, back to center, push along the floor, coming back, good, push along the floor, bring back, one more, and back to center. Excellent. Okay, so now we're gonna come up and we're gonna do our frog stretch. So for the frog stretch, you're gonna spread your knees apart as wide as you comfortably can. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pry our hips back. So you're trying to push, use your hands to help drive yourself into the floor. Then you're trying to push your butt back towards your heels. And then we're gonna release. And then push the butt back towards the heels and release. Keep those shoulder blades tucked back and down as you push back and release. Good. Pushing into the floor, pulling yourself back, pulling those heels towards the butt. And relax, a couple more here. Pulling the butt towards the heels. And one more. Excellent. All right, so now We're gonna come back, so there's just a little bit of a stretch. We're not pushing back too far into it, but just a little bit of tension here. And we're gonna take one hand off the mat. We're gonna push it along, follow it with your eyes the whole time. And then we're gonna come up and we're gonna reach for the ceiling. I want you to turn your thumb out so your palm's facing forward. And then come through, and then up with that thumb facing behind you there. And reach for the ceiling. And reach for the ceiling, looking for length between your hands. Nice, let's do one more. All right, so come back, put the other hand down. Make sure you got your shoulders set nice and stable. We're gonna come along the ground, come up, reach for the ceiling with that thumb facing behind you, palm facing forward. Coming up, reach for the ceiling. And reach, looking for that length. And reaching and looking for the length. One more. And there we go. Excellent. All right. So now we're going to come up to our table stance. So we're just going to bring the knees in so that the knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. From here, we're going to do our fire hydrant. So you're going to lift one leg up like your dog getting ready to pee on a fire hydrant, keeping the knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Think about pushing your knee to the wall behind you, and then bring the knee back into neutral. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. So now we're going to go in reverse. You start by pushing the knee back, then you come out to the side and bring the knee in. Back, out to the side, and in. Back, out to the side, and in. Back, out to the side, and one more. Nice. All right. So come back, reset your table. We're going to do the other side. So come out to the side, push the knee to the wall behind you, come back to neutral. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. Out to the side, push the knee back, and in. One more, out to the side, push the knee back, and in. Now we're going to go in reverse. So you push the knee back, come out to the side, and in, back, out to the side, and in, back, out to the side, and in, back, out to the side, and in. Last one, back, out to the side, and in. All right, so now we're gonna go to our down dog ankle stretch. So you're gonna get in your down dog position. I'm gonna change my angle. You can see what's happening with my feet here. I'm gonna wrap one foot behind the other. Here we go, we're gonna come up strong on our toe, come back down, press your heel down into the ground. Up, back down and press. 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 Let's switch sides. Up, back down and press. 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 Last one. Up, back down, press that heel down. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. We're gonna do our full body twist. So kind of shake it out a little bit, get your feet set, shoulder width apart, keeping the arms nice and loose. We're gonna start with the eyes, right? Eyes lead the head, head leads the shoulders, shoulders turn the body. And we're getting the full body twist here, getting the slap on the chest and the kidney with the back hand, chest with the front hand. Just let those arms relax and then snap them into place. Relax and then snap them into place. Good, couple more here. Stand strong on your feet, nice and tall through your spine. All right, good. So now we're gonna do our squat to stand. So again, feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna reach for the ceiling. We're gonna come down, touch our toes. We're gonna pull our butt down, letting our knees come outside of our elbows, but keeping the elbows locked out. Hands come up. We're gonna come back up, reach tall for the ceiling. So down, pull your butt down, keeping the elbows neutral here, keeping them locked out. Arms come up. Squeeze your glutes nice and tall through the core. Reach for the ceiling. Down. Pull your butt down. Arms up. Squeeze your glutes. Reach. Down. Butt down. Arms up. Drive through your strong feet. Squeeze and reach. One more. Down. Butt down. Arms up. Squeeze and reach. All right, last one we're gonna do is our naked windmill. So I'm just gonna get this one out of the way, get the mat out of the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our feet staggered like this. So just stepping forward, feet hip width apart. I'm gonna take my hands in front of me like this. I'm gonna shift my weight to my back foot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive this shoulder and reach with this hand towards the floor as I reach for the ceiling with my other hand. So right here I want length between my hands and I want my weight back on this foot, and then I'm gonna come back to this neutral position. Weight shifts to the back foot. I drop the shoulder to the floor. I extend the arms looking for length. And I come back up. Boom. Look for the shoulder to drive the lean here, and then extend the arms. Don't reach for the floor. Drop the shoulder and then start reaching. One more. Drop the shoulder, start reaching. And back to center. Let's do the other side. So again, just feet hip width apart. Take a little stagger step forward. Should feel exactly where you would be if you were on your pedals on your bike. So again, back to this position here. Weight shifts to the back leg. I'm gonna drop this shoulder to the ground. As I do that, I extend my arms looking for length. I come back to neutral. Shift my weight. Looking for length. And back. Shift my weight. Drop my shoulder. Looking for the length with the arms. Back in. Shift my weight. Dropping the shoulder. Extending the arms. Back in. Last one. Looking for that length between the arms, keeping the weight on that back leg, drive through that back leg to come back up. So there you go. That's gonna do it for the warm up. Now you're ready for your workout.